Hi there, this is Lynn with Feeding Your Health, and I thought I'd come to you with another botanical offering for this month of July. During these hot summer months, cooling herbs are key allies for our health and well-being. There are a number of cooling herbs we can befriend, including lemon balm, also known as Melissa, rose, and aloe. One of my favorites is burdock because it has such a wonderful way of balancing heat in the body. It's mild in taste and is one of those herbs like oats that act as much as food as it does medicine. If you have any favorite ways to use burdock, let me know in the comments below this video. But let's talk a little bit more about burdock. There's quite a bit here. Burdock is a clearing herb. It draws toxins out of the body, especially from the gut, the tissues, and liver. As a blood purifier, the herb helps to support the work of eliminatory organs like the liver and kidneys. It is a traditional remedy for kidney stones. As a cooling and moistening herb, burdock is especially useful for issues that arise from excess heat, including inflammation, especially when inflammatory skin conditions are an issue. And it's also good for fevers and illnesses such as tonsillitis or dry coughs. Acting on the liver, burdock helps with the secretion of bile and stimulates the actions of the gallbladder. The herb is indicated for poor glandular function, in general, including the lymph system, pancreas, endocrine glands, prostate, and spleen. As for most liver herbs, burdock can be helpful for those in recovery from alcohol addiction. It is good to use cleansing burdock with diuretic herbs such as dandelion to make sure that you are pulling out toxins from the body effectively. The heat and pain of arthritis and gout are also alleviated by burdock as the root breaks down excess uric acid in the joints. Some indicators for burdock can seem contradictory. Excess internal heat can result in a dry digestive tract. Constipation and dry fecal matter are indicators here. But it can lead also to weepy skin conditions. This is because hot and dry internal heat has pushed all moisture and oil in the body system to the extremities. Of course, to keep things interesting, burdock can also be strongly indicated in the case of dry and scaly skin conditions. So remember, you are looking for excess heat and how it is manifesting in the body when you're considering using burdock. Traditionally, burdock has been used since the Middle Ages for the treatment of cancer, including by famed herbalist and mystic Hildegard of Bingen. Modern research continues to look at burdock as a useful ally in the treatment of not only cancer, but HIV, alerting us to burdock's immune boosting qualities. Burdock combines well with other nutritive herbs, such as milky oat, for creating a restorative tonic for undernourished body systems. It's inulin rich, so burdock acts as a prebiotic in our gut, helping to cultivate healthy flora. It also helps with the digestion of fats and oils. So you can enjoy the tea 30 minutes before a meal for best results. Another indicator for burdock is a sweet tooth. and maybe even sugar addiction for those who rely on the quick fix of sugar for energy. There can be a deeper emotional tie to pleasure or lack thereof in life, and the use of sugar as a quick but ultimately unsatisfying replacement. So approach all diet discussions with a nuance of compassion, being sure to examine your own relationship to food and prejudices about size and appearance, your own size and appearance. So you can use the essence of burdock. Crabapple is another one that you can use for things like that. Brigitte Mars offers an interesting insight into how burdock is especially useful for city dwellers. During the Industrial Revolution, she says, burdock was used as a medicine to help people cope with pollution, or as John Kelton said in 1870, the constant deterioration of the blood from impure air and exhaustion by day, bad ventilation at night, and want of attention to ordinary requirements of life. And that's from Brigitte's book, The Desktop Guide to Herbal Medicine. So burdock has a low amount of estrogen content, which means that it can be useful for folks experiencing menopause when combined with stronger estrogenic herbs such as dong quai and wild yam. You want to use these with practitioner support for supporting any variant transitions with that are on the feminine spectrum. External uses include using the oil and leaves as a poultice for skin inflammation and rashes, including psoriasis, eczema, glandular boils, and ringworm. You can make a hair rinse of the root for remedying dandruff and preventing hair loss. You can use in after sun care. It's useful for cases of hot and red acne that has not come to a head. You can make it into a facial toner. The root helps to regulate the excretion of sebaceous glands in the skin, making it especially useful for those with oily skin. Use as well for swelling, sprains, and tumors. Skin conditions are especially connected to deep-seated emotional imbalances. So you want to use flower essences along with your herbal remedies. The tincture can be used internally to successfully treat external symptoms as well. In the Native American healing tradition, the plant was used by the Malasite, the Micmac, Ojibwa, and Menominee for skin health. Further, the roots were dried by the Iroquois over a fire and stored for food for the following year. So burdock root is quite edible and pleasant in flavor. And it's actually a popular addition in Japanese, Hawaiian, and New Zealand cuisine. And I'm just going to talk a little bit about the burdock personality. The burdock personality is very good as masking their emotional suffering, but eventually their physical suffering comes to the surface. So that's again why you will look for that internal heat when you want to use it, which is again why I want to use it during more of the time here. You do want to avoid using it during the first trimester of pregnancy. Herbalist Ann McIntyre recommends avoiding throughout all trimesters and during breastfeeding, and then avoid with insulin and other hypoglycemic medications. And And so you need to carefully monitor your blood sugar levels if you're a diabetic patient and using burdock root. And be aware that burdock and rhubarb leaves are similar looking, but rhubarb leaves are toxic. If you are going to be using like a tincture, what they call the standard dosage is a teaspoon. Well, this is if you're going to do more the powder or if you're dried it and you're going to make a tea. So you can use like a teaspoon per 8 ounces of water. If you're going to use the tincture, then as an adult you want 30 to 60 drops. You know, if you want to start out with like 1 to 10 drops first, you know, that's slow and low, you can do that too. And that's it. I hope this helps, and you can find burdock and you can use that to your benefit during these hot summer months. Take care. Bye.